Hi, I'm Carly,
And I'm Michelle.
and we are your Northwest Arkansas Regional Mentoring Specialist. Welcome to Inspiration After the Bell, the podcast where we
Share stories
strategies
and sparks of inspiration to help educators like you make a difference in the classroom every day. Whether you're a first-year teacher or a seasoned educator, we hope you get a dose of inspiration to carry with you after the bell and beyond.
If you live in the world of CTE, also known as Career Technical Education, then this is the episode for you. Today, we are welcoming Stephanie Trolinger, our CTE coordinator from the co-op, as our guest speaker.
Welcome, Stephanie. We're so delighted to have you here. So can you tell a little bit about yourself and how you even came to the role of the CTE coordinator?
Thank you. I'm very delighted to be here today. Well, I chose to go into CTE because I've always believed that students learn best when they can see the purpose behind what they're learning. CTE gives them that connection, those real skills, those real careers, and real confidence in their futures. When I was working with students in the traditional classrooms, I noticed that many of them thrived when they had the opportunities to create, build, and problem solve. That's what led me towards CTE. It's where students' talents and interests meet workforce demand. CTE allows me to make a real difference by helping students discover those meaningful career paths, those close workforce gaps, and strengthen our local economy. It is so rewarding to see our students graduate with certifications, confidence, and a clear plan for the future.
That was really good to hear. And I especially love that CTE allows you to give them opportunities to create, build, and problem solve. Hands-on is so important. What are some key things our listeners should know about CTE?
Well, the first thing I would say would be CTE is not the shop class of the past. It's modern, it's rigorous, it's connected directly to high-skill, high-wage, in-demand careers. So when people hear CTE, they should think about the opportunity, and that is students earning industry credentials, college credit, and real-world experiences all before they graduate high school. Students aren't boxed into a single trade, they are opening doors. So whether they want to go straight into the workforce, whether they want to go to a technical school, they want to go to a 4-year university, career and technical education gives them the relevant skills and the clarity about their next steps. It's not about choosing college or career. It's about being prepared for both. CTE is industry driven, which means our programs are aligned with our local employers. So when a student learns welding or healthcare or computer science, they're learning exactly what our businesses in Northwest Arkansas are hiring for. Also, the graduation rates for students in career and technical education programs are actually higher than the state average. So students earn credentials, they build resumes, and pretty much they often graduate with job offers right in hand. CTE students, they don't leave with a diploma, they leave with a direction and a path.
That is just amazing and like such a cool experience that our students get to experience.
I wish they would have had Michelle. I wish they would have had that when I graduated.
I like the old shop.
Right.
That's what I think of. So it's come a long way. Can you tell our listeners, what does a day in the life of Stephanie look like?
A day in the life of CTE for me is never the same, and actually that's the best part. Most mornings start with a mix of data and people. I might be reviewing Perkins reports, checking course codes for compliance, or helping districts align their pathways with state requirements. And then I usually dive straight into emails or phone calls with our teachers and answering questions about certifications, equipment, or professional development. By lunchtime, I may be out visiting a school. I may be watching welding students test for an AWS certification. I may be meeting a teacher about setting up a new medical lab, or just talking to students who just earned a credential they didn't think was possible. Those are absolutely the best moments that I have when the programs come to life. The rest of the day is usually about connections, meeting with our industry partners, coordinating advisory committees, writing grants, and finding ways to get the right tools and trainings into our classrooms. So 1 hour I might be talking to a local construction company about internship possibilities, and the next time helping a district plan for new pathways. So it's a lot, but it's worth it. CTE coordination sits at the crossroads of education and workforce. So my job is to make sure that the students that we have in Northwest Arkansas are being trained for the jobs that actually exist, and that teachers and industry have the support they need to make that all happen. So it's a lot of moving parts. It's like a big jigsaw puzzle, but it's all about one thing, and that's our students and helping them find a future that they are very excited about.
I just absolutely love that CTE gives students this chance to develop these competitive skills, sets them up for success, gives them opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise have. And I also could just follow you one day. Like, I would love that. It would be so fun.
So what types of CTE programs are available to students in our region?
We have a lot of great CTE programs up here in Northwest Arkansas. So we'll just go down the list. We have advanced manufacturing, which encompasses welding, pre-engineering, agriculture. We have agribusiness systems, animal systems, plant systems, ag power, and technical systems. We have arts, entertainment, and design. That's like advertising, graphic design, photography, radio broadcasting. We have construction, digital technologies, which encompasses computer science, robotics, software, healthcare and human services. We do biomedical sciences, nursing, sports medicine, emergency medical technician, transportation, which that is our automotive service industry, our diesel industry, collision industry. We have business finance, which is entrepreneurship, accounting, banking, business finance, management, retail management, digital marketing. Essentially, manufacturing, agriculture, digital technology, healthcare, business finance, logistics, transportation, and all the creative industries are all represented.
That is quite a list that I had no idea existed out there. So it is so great to know that these opportunities are there for our students and our own personal children. Can you tell us more about the partnerships that exist between schools, local businesses, and industry leaders that help support these programs?
Well, this is one of the most powerful parts of the CTE story. And this is exactly where Northwest Arkansas shines the brightest.
Yay.
One of the very best things about CTE in Northwest Arkansas is how connected our school districts are to our local businesses and industry. These partnerships aren't just nice to have, they drive everything we do. Every CTE program has an advisory committee, which is made up of industry professionals, and they guide curriculum. They identify the skills that are needed, and to make sure that the students are learning what the workforce actually needs. Just as a side note, there are over 10,000 jobs in Northwest Arkansas available right now. 75% of those jobs do not require anything above maybe an associate's degree or some certifications. But we have a lot of job openings in Northwest Arkansas. So this alignment with workforce keeps all of our programs relevant, whether it's in healthcare, construction, agriculture, or digital media. We rely on our partnerships for our hands-on learning through guest speakers, job shadows, and equipment donations. So our students are out there on job sites, they're in the hospitals, they're in studios, they're learning side by side with our professionals. And this is also helping our local industry solve workforce challenges that are right here in Arkansas. We're building a pipeline that starts in our high schools and flows directly into the Northwest Arkansas economy.
Wow, it is so great to hear that our community supports students in learning well after their graduation. That is just so neat. So, can you think of any student success stories you could share with our listeners?
Oh gosh, there's so many success stories. Whether it's a welding student who is making $57 an hour, or a diesel mechanic that's making $47 an hour, every district has students whose lives have been completely changed because of these programs. We've had students who've started in the medical field earning their CNA before they graduate high school. They're now working at local hospitals while pursuing degrees at NWAC or at the U of A. One of our former welding students from Huntsville earned his AWS certification in high school and went straight to work with a local construction company, making more than many first-year college graduates and no debt.
Wow.
The success stories are what keep us going. Watching a student who wasn't sure what they wanted to do light up when they realized they can make a career out of those skills, that's what CTE is all about.
What grade does CTE begin?
It begins essentially beginning this year in 6th grade. So beginning in 6th grade, a student is required to have 4 career and technical experiences, grade 6, grade 7, and then in 8th grade, students typically will take career orientation where they learn about the careers. So we have learned that it has to come down to the younger grades to spark those interests, but those level 1, level 2 classes, those start in 8th grade typically.
Okay. Oh, that's great to know. So how can teachers or districts get more involved in expanding their CTE opportunities?
I would say the easiest way for teachers and districts to expand is to start connecting with industry, with each other, and with me. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to be willing to start the conversations. So listen to industry, reach out to your local businesses and ask what skills they're struggling to find. That's where your next pathway begins. When programs are built around real workforce needs, support follows from employers, parents, and even the state. NWA ESC, our co-op, can help with pathway design, grants, equipment, and training. A lot of districts do not realize how much support is already out there that exists to help them grow, and it's about using these networks instead of reinventing the wheel. When the schools, the community, and the businesses work together, that's when we can create these real opportunities for students to stay, work, and thrive here in Northwest Arkansas because we want our students to stay in Arkansas.
Absolutely.
That's so great. And you said something. You said, reach out to you. So tell our listeners if they want more support, if they have more questions, how can they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. I am all over social media. I'm on all social media platforms, or they can email me directly here at the co-op. I can spell it out, stephanie.trolinger@NWAESC. Or call or text me directly at 479-957-4608. I am not afraid to take phone calls, in the evenings. There's a lot of times I have teachers, I'm on the phone till 8 or 9 o'clock and It's okay. I love it.
To me.
That is great. I love seeing your passion, and I feel it even sitting across from you.
Good.
Yes, I really do want to follow you one day, Stephanie.
I hope you do.
Yes, I would love that. So thank you so much for sharing and all of the information.
You're welcome.
To our listeners, we will link all of the information that Stephanie has shared, her email and her phone number. We will link that in our show notes. Are there any upcoming CTE events or trainings that you would like to tell our listeners about?
There's always a CTE training going on here at the co-op. I would encourage these schools to go to ESC Works or follow my landing page, and they are all listed on that. I will link you to that as well.
That's amazing. Yes. Keep your eyes out for those trainings.
Thank you so much, Stephanie, for joining us today. You've shared so much valuable information. I know I learned a lot and hope our listeners did too.
That's a wrap on today's episode of Inspiration After the Bell. We hope you're walking away with fresh ideas, renewed energy, and a little extra inspiration to bring into your classroom tomorrow.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. You can find links and resources from today's episode in our show notes.
Thanks for all you do, every day, after the bell and beyond. We'll see you next time.